Hello friends, and welcome back to Love to Inspired Handmade with Christina. Today is June 19th of 2026 and I am thrilled to be back here with you on this beautiful day. I am going to be showing you this adorable jam jar gift holder. If that ain't a tongue twister. Now this bundle is, or the whole suite, is actually on our last chance list in our online store. So if this is something that you have been eyeing for a while or you've just now seen, you need to go on to the link. You can find it in my descriptions. I will also be sharing this tutorial on my blog so that you can get all the details, because you're not going to want to miss out on this adorable stamp bundle. I absolutely love it. I say it all the time, like, oh, this is my favorite, this is my favorite. Hands down, this is probably my favorite of them all. So here, let me show you this. So here we got this little cute jar, and then you open it up and this slides out, so you have a place for your sentiment here, but you also flip it over and you have a little pocket for your gift card. Isn't that great? Oh my goodness. So if you have someone that loves gardening, canning, especially making those jams and jellies, this is perfect. You can be creative in all kinds of ways with it. So I'm going to turn the camera down and I'm going to show you just how simple this is to put together. And while I'm doing that very carefully, because I don't want to drop my camera, but along with that, I wanted just to give a shout because I found this cute little tutorial from Meg Lovin's video. So that's where this whole thing came about. Okay, so I have the whole suite going on here, from the paper that's absolutely gorgeous to the stamp set here, which you can see is filled with sweetness, and it's got the jar here. Now you will need the larger block. I'm using a large block, but not the largest one I have, because unfortunately everything is still packed up in here. And hopefully I have a month and counting down, and we will be moved into our new place really soon, and I can unpack and really get to going with all the things. So let me get my blueberry bushel ink out. Goodness, I thought I was on top of this. Okay, only a little bit, but hey, it's Friday, you guys. So I'm using my blueberry bushel, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the stamp. You see how large it is? Now it's going to hang off just a little bit, so I'm going to be very gentle here when I do all of the things. So I'm just going to lightly tap, because my ink pad is pretty juicy, to get my jar inked up. And I'm going to stamp this on one side of this piece of cardstock. All right, and I'm going to just do a light little tap on the edge, because again, I don't have the right block. Isn't it? Oh my goodness. That's just earthquake. Okay, so you can see I have a good little stamp imaged here. Now I'm going to take the die. Now this little guy right here matches perfectly up onto your piece of cardstock here. So you can use a little sticky note to kind of hold it in place. I do that quite often. Let me see, I have some scraps sitting here. You can also use tear tape. I wouldn't use regular tape, but maybe if you use painter's tape, it might be light enough that it won't tear your paper. So just get that lined up on here, and I'm going to just hold it down there on the center. And then I'm going to bring my Stampin' Cut machine over here, and we are going to cut just for a moment, and then I'll show you how to assemble this. So let me move this into place, and then I'm going to set this right here, just like so, and then just run it through your Stampin' Cut machine. All right. Pull this out. Now I'm not quite done with this yet, so I'm going to leave it here just for a second because I'm going to show you the next step. So now that we have this, I'm going to tear that off, and then you just pop this out, and you see how that is, and when you can fold it in and it makes a great piece here. Now it doesn't matter, you can stamp it on this side, especially if you're wanting to just create a card, you know, and not do this gift holder. I have it on this side. It's not going to make a big difference because we are creating a little pocket with it. So just bear with me on, oh, you stamped it on the wrong side, because it didn't. All right, so inside the die set here, you can see that we have different little images. You even have the little spoon. There's a bunch of different little labels, but there's also inside there this little slit right here, it's this guy right here. So this is going to line up right here on my jar, just at the lip. So it's going to allow me to have, that's right, oh, where did I do my paper? The perfect little slit for my gift card. So I'm gonna lay that back down into the Stampin' Cut machine as soon as I figure out where I've stuck my plate, and then I'm gonna run it through again. All right, now I can move this out of the way. And I'm going to go in just a tad bit closer for you guys so that you can see how this is assembled. All right, now that I've got that, peel this off. And you can see we have the little pocket here, right? There's a little pocket going on, makes perfect. Now I'll just flip this over. Now if you want to use some tear tape, and you're only going to add the tear tape like right here at the bottom. Now keep in mind you want to do it as close to the bottom as you can. You'll also want to do this one side, doing the same thing. And then I'm putting a little bit right here on just above where the slit was at, because this is going to hold my card into place. Now you don't want to seal it together just yet, so just bear with me for a second. Now you'll take a piece of white cardstock or your neutral color. This is cut at 2 3/4 by 4. This is going to be the little piece that goes on the inside that folds just in and out like that. You see how that goes? So you want to see just where this is all going to line up at before you attach it to your card. Now this is my front piece, or no, actually this will be my back piece. My front piece will be the piece I'm going to stamp. So go ahead, pull that up just a little bit, because you see this is where your stopper is going to be at, and this piece right here is where you're going to add your top piece. Does that make a bunch of sense? Not really. Okay. So now that I have this in place, let's tear off our tear tape just for a moment, and then go ahead and fold your piece of jar over just like so. And then you can now slide this in and out. I'm going to give this a good little push right here because that's where my adhesive was at. All right, So we got that going. The next thing is go ahead and pull this out so that we can go ahead and stamp. I'm going to be using, instead of doing on this one, you can see that I used the strawberry. And instead of doing the strawberry this time, I'm going to do the blueberry. And then we will move on to the next piece. So get my blueberry bushel out. Let me stamp me some blueberries. Oh, how cute. All right, I'm gonna set that to the side, and then I'm going to just take a moment so that we can, let me get in the camera for you, give this a color. So I'm kind of mixing these. I'm using the dark granny apple green on this one. Show y'all something that I did yesterday. Actually, yeah, it was yesterday, and it was such a fun little technique. Now you might not want this because it's not going to be like completely coloring in the lines, but I'm going to take some Misty Moonlight ink with my blending brush, and I'm going to lightly just brush over the top of this. Now I'm not trying to stay necessarily inside of my blueberry, but I am just trying to give it a little color there. Now after I do that, I want to take my blueberry bushel. I'm going to use the light one on this marker, my Stampin' Blend, and I'm just going to go over part of my blueberry. Now doing this blend will kind of give you it's giving you a base layer, but also if you're trying to do a little bit of shadow or shade with it, it gives the perfect little amount of ink on it. So that's what I'm going for here. But then, if you haven't already seen our amazing white ink pens, you definitely want this in your stash. I'm telling you. This is probably, and I've had a ton of white ink pens over the duration of life. I love this ink pen, you guys. It works so smoothly. It hasn't yet, I'm not gonna say it won't, it hasn't yet clogged up where it just don't want to write, and it just does the perfect little bit for me. So that's what I was going for there, just kind of outlining it, going over. It's cute, simple. Anyway, so on the back side of your paper, don't worry, that's going to be covered up, is I took another piece of cardstock. I'm using the blueberry bushel, and this piece is 1.5 by 2 3/4, and I ran it through the embossing with the Ladybug Picnic. I don't know if you've seen that. It is so adorable. It has the little daisies and ladybugs. It's perfect to go with this set. So you're going to want to attach this to the back, but before you do, I would recommend taking your gift card. I got spare gift cards everywhere and kind of laying it in the center of your piece here, and go ahead and then attach your adhesive. Obviously you're just going to want it on the 3 corners, but that's, there it is. So the bottom, you can pretty much guarantee that you can go all the way across fully with the tear tape. The sides you might have to be a little careful with. I don't know that it'll fit full length or not. Let me give it a try again. I think it did, but to make it easier, I put it on the back of this piece, and I just made it sure it was as close to the edge as possible. Even if it's sticking off a little bit, that's even better, because you can always roll the adhesive over a little bit. But if your gift card's stuck, then they have to tear your cute little jar apart, and that ain't no fun either. So let's do that. Dun, da, da. All right. Now you want to line it up onto your, starting from the bottom, and then do your corner. As long as your gift card stays in place, you shouldn't have any issues with it. Yep. So now you have a cute little pocket for your gift card. All right. The next fun thing is, oh, I guess I need to push that down. The next fun thing is, did I even take the paper off of that? I didn't, you guys. Oh my goodness. How's it supposed to stick if you don't take the paper off? Yeah. All right. Oh, crafters bloopers. Gotta love them, right? All right. Here we go. Now our gift card stays in the pocket. No problem. All right, we're going to slide this into our little jar here, just like so. So we're going to have it stick out just a little bit, but also inside of our dies, we have this fun little topper that matches perfectly for our jar. And with all the beautiful papers that we have to choose from, you can make this match. You can go that way in, or you can choose the little flower pattern. Like with the strawberries, I chose this little gingham. It was super cute to go along with it. So with this one, I'm going to smash up the color a little bit though, because I want to add this one. So you're going to want to stick this inside your jar so you know how far this is sticking up, the pocket's sticking up, and then you will attach some adhesive across here, okay? So that's what we'll do next. I'm going to, because you want it to go all the way in, but you want to know just where you need to line that little piece of topper on, because that's very important. So now you just take it and line it up, and then I like to just put it right here close, and then I may have done it too far. Did I go too far down? I don't know if I can get it up. Oh no. Okay, let's try one more time. Cards down. There. Perfect. So now just kind of pull the lip up a little bit, and you see how it, that way you can slide it in, slide it out, just like that, and it works great. So now we want to finish the top. Also inside there, they have these adorable little pieces for where you can do your little ribbon and tied bow. And so I did go ahead and cut this out, and I used the Granny Apple Green because I thought, you know, that's the great thing about all the things here. Now we have some adhesive sheets, and honestly they would work great for this. Again, why everything I have is packed up. I was trying to think, what will I need, da 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 da, and everything that I need is not with me. Struggle is real, but hey, will be moved out soon, or in. We close on our house July 24th. So super excited about all of that. There's also, like I mentioned earlier, a bunch of different labels. So I'm going to be pulling and using this label here. I did not, for the life of me, add some blueberries. So let's go ahead and stamp a couple of blueberries, because I forgot. I can't believe I did that. So just to do that real fast, because I want to add a blueberry, I'm going to go ahead and do two just in case. I want to add a blueberry to the outside of my thing, just like I did with this one. So let me move this out of the way, and we will bring the Stampin' Cut machine back over here. I hope, I say I'm going to, we may throw it together with a strawberry. Let's look and see if I actually put my blueberry. I did. Looky there. Do y'all ever do that? You're like knee deep into creating, and then all of a sudden it's like, where did this go and where did that go? Yeah, struggle for real. So let me put this on here real fast. Cut these blueberries out. We're almost done, I promise. But you can see just how simple this beautiful stamp set is. I love it. Works. It's just bright and cheery for one, but also I think that there's so many people that I'm friends with that love to garden, and they do jams and jellies and all of the things, and it's pretty neat. And not to mention, it makes cute scrapbook pages if you're a scrapbooker. It does all of those things together. So yeah. So let's pull this over real quick, and I'll wrap this up for you guys. So tell me, what are y'all doing this weekend? Are you celebrating Dad, or y'all got any plans this weekend? We are actually, oh, I wanted to do that again. Let's see if I can do it. We are actually gonna go look at the house that we're interested in getting one more time. We had an inspection done on it, and Lord willing, everything is good to go for us, and we just have to count down our days, start planning when and how and what, the whole bit and moving. I don't know if you've moved much in your life or not. This one's for the books for us, for sure. Like, I don't want to do it again. That's for sure. But yeah, so that's happening for us this weekend. Make sure to drop in the comments and say hello. Where are you tuning in from? I'd love to hear from everyone. If you do, go over to any of my socials or my blog, give me a follow, or even drop in a comment there. It's always great to hear from everybody what's going on. So let me do an outline on one of these, because I'm not certain that I will do gosh, y'all, my brain just went blank. Two things at once, not always recommended. I'm doing only one of these because I don't know that I want to do another one on that same one, is what I mean. So let's get our ink, and we will stamp "Love You Very Much," and we will finish this assemble. I love this blueberry bushel too. I'm in love with it all. It's just so pretty and bright. All right, so I'm gonna adhere this on there flat, right around the center point. And then once I do that, I'm going to take my blueberry and I'm going to add some dimensionals on the back of it. And then once I've done that, just kind of give him a tuckaroo. See, you guys, I thought, yeah, we're gonna go with it. And then I ended up cutting out a couple of the little white flowers too, because I mean, I gotta have that little extra bloom on things. So I'm gonna add that to the final thing. And then once I do that, I wanna take some embellishments to put right in the center, and we are done. Pickles. So yeah, let me know what you think. If you create this, make sure you tag me in it. I hope that you've been inspired today to create this fun little gift card. And there you go. And oh, so cute. I know, right? Y'all be blessed, and I will be back with you next week with something new, something fun, and y'all just keep on creating.